Welcome back to Rodu. I'm Rob Dulaban, and today we're here for part 2 of our series of Yoga for Ultimate Athletes. Kate from the Yoga Factory here in Pittsburgh is back to lead us through movements, and today we're targeting those oh-so-important hips. Check it out.
Hi guys, Kate again. We're going to be doing a hip stretching opening sequence for you guys, and it's going to be on the floor, so let's get started. We're going to start with a Janu Shavasana posture, which is good for opening up the side of the body. You'll bring your right leg in, your left leg in and your right leg up. You'll bring your hand right in front of your knee, and you'll reach your left arm up to the ceiling. You'll slowly bring the arm over your head. Your palm is going to face behind you. So you actually close the shoulder, and you're going to get a safe stretch through there, and you'll slowly start to come down. Eventually, maybe your elbow will touch, but maybe it won't. Maybe you'll be up here. This is great. You'll actually relax the neck quite a bit. And you're going to hold this posture for, I'd say, probably about a minute, maybe a little longer if it's feeling good. Make sure you keep breathing this entire time. And eventually, you're going to reverse the arm behind you. So you're going to bring the arm behind you. Yep. Palm facing up, but you'll keep the neck relaxed. So you'll feel a deep stretch through the hip, even through the neck. You'll keep breathing deeply. You'll stretch fingertips away from your neck. Take a deep breath into the neck and let the head relax even more. And you'll hold that again, probably about a minute. Come back up, and you'll do the other side to keep things equal. For this entire sequence, we're going to be doing bridge poses in between everything. It's a good way to keep everything tight so you're not overstretching anything. So you'll have knees and feet hip width distance. You'll bring your heels close into your butt. Hands are flat to the floor, even grabbing the heels if you can. Some people can. And you'll lift the hips up. So keep coming up all the way even more. So you'll actually come onto like the shoulders there. You'll keep squeezing your hips, squeezing your butt basically, and you push your knees forward as you relax your hands to the side. And you'll hold that about 30 seconds to 60 seconds in between each posture, like I said, keeping everything nice and tight so it's not being overstretched. And you'll come back down. Next in our sequence, we're going to be doing a straddle split. So bring your legs out to the side. For those of you who are not so flexible and you can't comfortably sit like this, you can bring your hands behind you to support yourself as your legs start to stretch open more. If this does feel comfortable, you'll bring your hands in front of you with the flat back. You'll start to go forward. And when you find your point of resistance, you hold it there. You're going to hold these postures probably about 2 minutes. Even longer, I would say even up to 5 minutes is great. The longer you hold the posture, the more it's going to work into you. So eventually you're going to come all the way down until chest touches the floor. But we'll get there. We'll talk about that if we get there. And then we'll do another bridge pose, and then we'll move on to butterfly. So with feet together, you'll grab your feet, and eventually feet will come into your body, but if they're a little further out today, that's okay. So you grab your feet, you'll take a deep breath, tuck your chin, and round your spine down. You can use your elbows to push your thighs down, and you're going to be aiming your forehead to your toes. This is a great outside hip opening, lower spine as well. And this is another long, cold posture just to get deeper into it. Good. Come back up, do another bridge. Next, we're going to be doing cow face, which is a great hip flexor posture. So you're going to bend the leg in and bring your heel close to your hip. You're going to bring the other foot over top of it. You're going to focus on stacking your knees on top of one another, and eventually heels come closer and closer. It's okay if you're not there yet. If you feel it here, hold it there. Don't push through these postures. Don't push through that resistance. Eventually, the knees are stacked. If this feels good, you'll actually start to bend over your leg, if it feels good. If not, you stay upright and you're going to hold this posture. And then you'll do the other side as well. Keep everything equal. Focus on stacking the knees, pressing hips down, and you'll come forward over the leg if that feels good. Or you can stay upright, depending upon your body. So next we're going to do pigeon posture, which is actually targeting kind of the same area, that hip flexor. you're going to bring your leg out in front of you. So you'll bring your foot close into your hip, and you'll settle down into this. You want to focus on pushing your left hip down so your hips are square. Tendency is to lean like that, and you won't be feeling as much. You want to keep the hips square as you come down. So eventually your hips will be touching the floor, and if this feels comfortable, you can lean forward into it. You can lounge. Yep, we call this sleepy pigeon. Some people call it other names. It's really good for the hip flexor right there. Really good. Really good there. We'll do the other side too. Everything equal. Alright. And it's okay if you're up here. If you feel it here, you hold it here. That's great. If you don't feel anything here, you can bring the foot more forward to start to get deeper into the hip. But it's okay to have the hip in here like this. The foot in here like this. Okay. So do another bridge pose. Keep everything nice and tight. And we're going to do lizard pose next. This is good for the inside of the hip. Also the hip flexor. Okay, so you bring your leg out. So do a low lunge. You'll lift, bring your hands to the inside of your foot. You'll lift your back leg off the floor and actually contract your thigh there. And this might be good for you. You'll feel a stretch across the front of the hip, also the back of the hip here. And then if you need a little bit more, you can come down onto your elbows. Keeping your back leg straight and your knee over your ankle, so you're never kind of sinking into it, falling into it. It's a very safe stretch right there. And of course, you do the other side as well. Just keep things equal. And it's okay if the sides are different. Right side might be tighter than the other, left side might be looser. It's okay. You just go to where you can and you hold it. Minute, 2 minutes. Like I said, even up to 5 minutes, it's okay. It's good. We'll do another bridge pose. Keep everything nice and tight. And then we're going to end this sequence with a spine twist on the floor. So, yeah. So you'll lay down, bring your knees over your hips, arms out to the side, and you'll drop your legs to one side. Your knees will stack, and you'll turn your chin the other way. So eventually your ear will be flat on the floor. It's a good total spine twist. And you'll do the other side as well. Holding each side for a minute, 2 minutes. Really, the longer you hold it, the more you're going to see the benefits of the body. Ooh, excuse me. All right, and that is a good sequence to work with the hips. Very complex joints there.
I hope you enjoyed our yoga series today, targeting those hips. A special thanks to Kate and the Yoga Factory here in Pittsburgh for leading us through those movements. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next Wednesday on another episode of the Rodu video series.